We invaded Venezuela on the 3rd of January.
That was yesterday. Was that yesterday?
That was
Just before
yesterday to
that. Yep.
us. Yes. Yeah. Um,
Happy New Year. Happy
Happy
New
New
Year,
Year.
Venezuelans.
Yeah. Congratulations. You're free now, I guess.
Yeah. From the heavy hand of Nicholas, old Nicky,
Nicholas Maduro. Maduro, yes. That's
the drug kingpin, the drug lord,
yeah. I don't I
with
don't
all
know
his
if
crimes against humanity.
he he got sent to New York, I hear.
Well, that's a good place to go.
Him
That's
and
where
his
they.
him and his wife, they're being locked up in New York City or
You think they're in the
Brooklyn.
same cell?
Oh, probably not.
No. I heard he's in the same jail as Diddy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Maybe they could talk about their drug dealings together and their
Right.
criminal activities.
So, um, I got a suspicion that it wasn't about the fentanyl.
No.
Yeah,
Not the fentanyl,
I
the
don't think it's.
zero fentanyl that comes through Venezuela.
Yeah, I don't think it was even the cocaine that comes through Venezuela.
You mean the cocaine highway that our CIA set up in the 80s?
I mean that exact one.
You don't think it was that?
I don't think so.
You don't think the same people that set up this drug operation are the same ones shutting it down now? Like maybe they got enough money. They had a change of heart. Like we don't want to deal drugs anymore. So let's just put a stop to this. So they went to a medium-sized place where I mean, there's other places, but you got to start small. You can't go after the big place first. So that's what, right?
Right.
It's
I
not
think
about drugs.
I don't think it's about drugs at all. I think it might
No.
be this. And I hate to say this because I'm going to sound like such a hippie leftist right now, but I think it's about the oil.
No.
Yeah, the oil. But not the old-timey CIA, we're going to go take over a country for the oil companies play like we normally have. I think I got a different
Okay.
angle on this.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're not doing it just okay. All right. I'm here for this. Where we at?
Maduro and Venezuela have, you might have heard about this, but they've had connections with Russia and China
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Iran. And you might have heard there might be another country that has a problem with Iran,
A small country.
a small country.
One of their
So
neighbors.
one of their neighbors
The
says,
good guys.
yeah, he came over on December 29th.
He didn't he celebrate New Year's Eve with us?
I
With the
he
American people?
he might have. I didn't actually see that.
Weren't they at the resort in Florida?
They were at the resort on Florida. I don't know about New Year's Eve though, but
I
they
thought it was
probably
a big.
were.
Yeah, okay. Well, they can't go to the island anymore, so
Right. Before Christmas, I had heard that meeting was about ballistic missiles that Iran was building that was going to be pointed at the United States of America.
ooh, we don't want guns pointed at us or
No,
missiles.
no, but I'm thinking it might have been finalizing this Venezuelan.
So you think they lied what it was about, or was it about both?
I think it's about both, but I don't think it was. I think it was more about setting up this Venezuelan thing than the ballistic missiles that we already kind of knew was going to be what the meeting was about.
Is that another weapons of mass destruction thing?
Yes, yeah, it's 100% weapons of
Doesn't
mass
everybody have ballistic missiles? What the
probably.
fuck's a ballistic missile? What does
Okay.
ballistic mean?
Well,
It sounds like a generic made up term.
it kind of is.
We'll just throw ballistic in front of it and make it sound fucking scary.
Yeah. Well, the scariest part is that they're trying to sell it at they can get from Iran to the east coast of the United States.
That they're saying, well, we don't live in the East Coast. That ain't our problem.
That's true. What I have is that China, uh, Russia, and Iran are all tied in with Venezuela.
They're in cahoots.
They're in cahoots.
Well, we know China is.
They're taking up to 95%. I've seen 70 to 80%, but it's might be up to 95% of Venezuela's oil
At discounted prices.
at discounted prices. So Russia, they've poured like $9 billion into Venezuela oil projects.
Okay. And is that setting up refineries and pipelines and whatnot?
It's hard to say. They also sold them fighter jets,
Really?
and they
I would
built.
not think of the Venezuelan people as fighter jet type people. Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to be pilots.
I wouldn't either.
That might be racist to me, but it doesn't feel right.
It just feels like they wouldn't have quite the training.
Right. They wouldn't have a Maverick or a Goose,
Right, right.
a fucking Juan and a Marco. Okay, go on.
Then there's Iran.
Ah, yes.
Iran is sending refined fuels and parts and experts to fix Venezuela's busted refineries.
Okay, that's nice of them.
That is. So what they're getting back is gold and cash, which is probably coming from Russia and China. Let's look at the financials here. China has put over 60 billion in loans into Venezuela since the mid 2000s.
And they've paid the majority of it back. They don't default on their debts like me.
70 to 80% of oil exports were headed straight to China. China's getting cheap oil to run all their infrastructure.
Well, that's good for them.
That's good for them.
Hmm.
Bad for us.
Why? We get cheap oil from other places.
That's
You
true.
know, it's like you get your cheap drugs from your guy, I get my cheap drugs from my guy. What's the fucking problem? It's definitely a strategic move.
I believe it's more of a strategic move
I
than
don't,
it appears.
okay. There's a lot of moving parts here, I guess.
Yes.
Since 2000, there are 9 countries without a central bank, the World Bank, essentially.
Okay.
Afghanistan, since 2000, Afghanistan, they got national banking now. Iraq, they have, or international banking. Libya, that was the dude who got butt fucked with a knife.
That is
Well,
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi. Yep. So they got the bank now. Cuba, the banks are in Cuba now, which is crazy because Cuba's still fucked up. Syria, they got a bank now. The
Oh,
only ones left as of January 2nd, Sudan, North Korea, Iran, and Venezuela. Now that we're in Venezuela, here comes the first thing. First thing they do is put the bank in there.
they're going to put the bank in there.
Set that up before they even replace Maduro with the Nobel Peace Prize winning Zionist. What was her name again? Machado?
I
It's
think
similar.
it's a very similar name.
And she said some wild stuff over the last few years too. But that is where we are on that. So that's one angle, right?
That is one angle.
So
Do you heard about the tankers being seized?
the yeah, and that was a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, that
I
started a
wasn't
few
paying
weeks
much
ago.
attention to any of this too much until we actually fucking did something. The tankers was weird.
The tankers is weird. Did you know that they have Iranian ties?
Those tankers do?
Yes. The way I understand it is the tanker thing. The crude goes out of Venezuela and gas comes in from Iran to Venezuela.
So they're sending the crude there to be refined
I
and then
believe
it gets
so.
shipped back. I mean, that would make sense, especially if the refineries are in disrepair.
So the first one they got was called the Skipper.
Okay. There
Um,
were 4 of them ish, right?
yeah, the Skipper, the Bella One, Centuries, Valiant, and Della.
Okay. These are the names of the ships.
Uh-huh. So the official statement is that from our fine Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Treasury Department,
Who
I
put the
forget
sanctions on?
who put the sanctions on. These tankers were it was all part of Iran and Hezbollah. It's where all the money from all this from this a shadow fleet is what they're calling them. So
Okay.
what they do is they change flags. Um, they fake their locations so that all
These tankers.
these tankers, so
Okay.
that all these sanctions that are put on people are on different countries. That's how they get around it
Okay. Understandable.
through the shadow fleet. I don't really understand the shadow fleet at all,
It makes sense. I get it.
but
It's just so they could get shit and not look like they're breaking sanctions.
right.
It's like wearing a mask when you rob a bank.
So it is Iran sending the fuel to Venezuela and then the
Okay.
crude going from Venezuela back to Iran.
Okay.
Um, Iran's also sending those fuel parts or the refinery parts and technical, and they're also flying in people who know how to work on the
Right.
refineries so that they can keep it going. but I suspect they're only going to do so much because, they don't want.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
Start a petrochemical consulting firm
Okay.
and get a government contract. We gotta find someone that speaks Spanish, but get a government contract and go
Okay.
work in Venezuela. Tax-free, huge money.
Huh.
We could probably get a 3 to 6 month contract for a couple $100,000 each.
That'd be awesome.
I promise you that's going to happen. And
Oh
there's going
yeah,
to be
for sure.
idiots jumping all over it that are going to get the money and do nothing for that
Yeah.
industry. You know what? So this you've noticed, I'm sure, most of the fall, if not into summer, gas has been under $3 consistently.
Right.
I wonder if this had something to do with it. Keeping gas prices low.
I think there's a element of that to this.
Yeah, just to get in people's minds. Like, yeah, you've had good gas prices now, and they're going to get even better.
Right.
They're going to stay low. They were going to have to go up, but they're going to stay low now.
I think there's more to it than that though. So we talked about China and
Hmm.
and their 60 billion that they loaned it out. Russia had $9 billion in oil ventures and $14 billion in arms sales over the years. That's fighters, helicopters, tanks, air defense. And then Russia
That
gets
was a waste of money because that didn't do shit for them last night,
not the other
yesterday
night.
morning.
No, no,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
waste of money. Should have used that money to build the underground bunker.
So Russia gets 30 to 40% cheaper crude oil from Venezuela because of uh
Okay.
this deal. So it works out both good on both ends, I guess.
Seems like good business for them
Because Venezuela got all the arms they needed to stay in power
until yesterday morning.
until we decide that we're going to go take them out. So Iran's got the tightest connection with
Okay.
Venezuela. $2 billion in barter trades. Iran comes in and helps Venezuela fix their refineries and all that infrastructure that they want to help with so that, they don't screw themselves over. So how much oil do you think Venezuela sits on?
Um, what fuck. When they say 300 billion of known reserves,
Uh-huh.
what is that? I wonder what that compares to other places. Like,
Uh,
like China. I wonder how much China has.
I don't know.
Let me see if I can find that. So what else you got?
Well, my thinking here is like how I was talking about Iran comes in with all their specialists and everything
Right.
to help keep the flow of oil going in Venezuela, but they
Okay.
only keep it enough so that they can kind of help control the price of oil.
So if Venezuela produces too much,
Yep.
that's going to lower the price internationally,
Uh-huh.
which will affect everybody's pockets. But
Especially Iran's.
Iran, because that's their direct connect. Wow, China. Okay, so you said 300 billion?
Uh-huh.
You know how much China's estimated? Wait, hold on.
Is China number two?
Well, this is okay. 26 billion barrels of proven reserves.
Okay, that's quite
That's
a
it.
bit less. That's
It's
less than
roughly
10%.
13th or 14th in the world.
Okay.
But they also have almost 300 million barrels in petroleum reserve stockpiled. So,
So they have 10%.
but with a stockpile,
Oh no. That's not even 10%. Yeah, that's 300 million stockpile.
well, that's 290 million stockpiled, 26 billion in reserves.
Okay.
Wait, did I hold on? What
No,
did I
you
say?
said that backwards. The reserve.
26 billion, 26 billion barrels in the ground.
Okay.
Um, geological, yeah, the proven. Now the stockpiles 290 million barrels.
That's crazy.
So they're just saving it. They're putting it in their oil bank.
Well, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
especially
mean,
with
yeah, because you piss
but
off us and then we put sanctions on you when the rest of the world's like, oh, we can't sell
but
you
yeah, and
those.
then you know what's gonna happen? Like we got all these reserves, we're fine. Fuck off. And then be
Right,
like, well, you know what? That didn't affect them. Now we got to go fucking do something about it.
right. It,
Iran, 208.6 billion. They have the third largest.
okay. So, uh, two-thirds of what Venezuela has.
That is 12% of the world's reserves. They're sitting on 12%, Iran.
So Venezuela must be sitting on about 18%.
I would guess so.
That's crazy.
All right, top five oil reserves.
Okay.
I would put Saudi Arabia in there. Us, Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, and Iran. Venezuela's one, Saudi Arabia's two, Iran's three, Iraq's four, UAE is five.
Oh,
I guarantee you we're up there. We just don't let them know how much we actually have.
yeah.
And we can't go digging through people's yards and fracking like we used to.
Yeah.
Enough people
Thanks. Thanks, Biden.
enough people lighting their bathtub water on fire.
Now that we're in control of Venezuela's oil,
So
we
this
can
fucks Iran. Iran gets fucked the most out of this.
probably, well,
And
a lot OPEC in general will get screwed out of this because now we got control of how much oil we can take out of the ground.
so there's okay. So then this so they had their meeting 4 days ago.
Okay.
In the words of Alec Baldwin from Departed, cui bono,
Cui bono.
who benefits?
Who benefits?
We know who's getting fucked. Who benefits?
Well, in this scenario that I'm proposing is since Iran's getting screwed, we starve them out because they can't sell their oil at a price that makes sense,
Hmm.
which means we don't necessarily have to go in and bomb them because a littler country that's our greatest ally says we have to.
We still will.
I know we will, but
I mean, how does
in
this
my,
make us not have to?
in my head, we don't have to because we're actually gonna economically fix the problem. In my head, that's what could happen.
You know what? Okay. Well, no.
Buddy
Uh,
Brightside, it's Buddy Brightside.
yeah. So, okay. So we talk about the ballistic missiles for
Right.
Iran.
Which aren't real, I'm sure.
No, this reminds me of like, we'll just use this. You're dating a girl
Okay.
who just loves to see you getting shit.
Hmm.
So every other week she's telling you someone's wants to fight you, someone's talking shit about you, and then you got to go, or someone's, hit on her, was rude to her. Now you got to go fight all these people for this dumb bitch that just wants to see you fuck shit up. And so she could, that's what they are, right?
Yes.
Or the little brother that goes around picking fights with people, and we keep having to bail him out of trouble.
A little bit of it's both of those, and I don't know why we do it.
Because we have, I don't like using we, but they have pictures of everybody fucking kids
There's probably a lot to that.
and emails and all kinds of anything personal you sent to someone ever in your life that you wouldn't want getting out, they probably have.
They probably have. Yeah.
They have such a stranglehold on the ball sack of this country
Yes.
that we can't do anything. We
Right.
have no sovereignty as a country anymore.
No.
We are 100% infiltrated and ran by them.
True.
Their needs come first. Their wants come first.
Yeah.
How much we send? Like almost 4 billion a year or
Uh,
trillion a year? Three
four
something.
4 billion a year is what we give them in aid.
There you go, guy. Just in regular shit.
That's just our regular old everyday aid. That doesn't count all the other military stuff we
How
send
did
over.
foreign aid ever become a thing?
I don't know.
That's another thing. That's
But
another
that's going to be that's something I'm definitely going to dig into
that
because
would be
it's
interesting.
so stupid.
And how long has it been going on?
Exactly. I I'm guessing at
Cleopatra. Rome was paying her shit.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
we are awful people.
we
Humans.
are. That, yeah,
And this shit ain't ever gonna fucking stop.
no.
So again, who benefits? We take out Venezuela. It tightens the fucking belt on Russia, Iran, and China.
Hmm.
How does that help anybody?
Helps us get back to a higher standing of world power.
So we're getting more control, us,
Right,
but we're controlled by someone else. So this doesn't give a shit.
right.
Our our idea or our belief of control or any power we have is just a fucking illusion.
Yeah,
We probably haven't had power since they took out Kennedy.
right. That's my belief.
Yeah, we're
The president has not been in charge since Kennedy.
yeah, we definitely deviated from where we were going, but this is fucked. This is depressing.
It is a little depressing.
Where are we gonna move?
I don't know.
You gonna stick around, buddy? Brightside?
Yes, Buddy Brightside staying in America.
We're gonna be unrecognizable in 10 years. The whole Western Hemisphere, the new Don Rowe doctrine is gonna fuck us all.
Ah, it's crazy.